Welcome to another Near Protocol update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates for only like $5 a month. Also check out the third wave of the third wave merchandise, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So this video was actually recommended by one of our gold members. If you want us to cover a specific altcoin for you, make sure to check out the gold membership, and let's see what's happening with Near Protocol. So as you can see, we're about to drop to the last support level right here, which is the 0.786 support level. All you need to know is that if we do not hold this level, which is at $2.08, then there's a big chance that Near Protocol gets another low in the main second wave, which could, put us back to about the 0.786 support level, the main support level, which currently is at $1.58. So what we need to do right now is hold this one to set up and hopefully break above the bull market support band and the 200-day moving average, and then get to the third wave targets of this first wave. And the third wave target for the first wave move up, as you can see, is the 1618 of the first wave, and that is at $4.96. But that will only happen after we find some type of bottom here. And well, are we gonna find a bottom anytime soon? I have no idea. I am aware of the fact that the market is going down because there are some bad news. In case we do drop below the 0.786 support level, the last support level, and I mean the last one, is the 0.886 one, and that is at $1.95. If we drop below that, then we're most likely dropping below this low as well, and then to hopefully the 0.786. Now keep in mind, not holding this support level could turn this structure into a very bearish one. So what we need to do right now is, get above the bull market support band, where, by the way, we got rejected a bunch of times in the past. We got rejected over here, and even over here when we went up in November. And well, that's the first target. Then the second target is the 200-day moving average, which is at about $3.79 or so. And then the third wave target, which, like I said, is at $4.95. Keep in mind, we are currently oversold on the 4-hour chart, and well, this does not really tell us anything because we got to the oversold territory a bunch of times in this correction, and none of these times, we did not really go up after getting to the oversold territory. We did get a short-term bounce, but this was not enough. And I mean, zooming out, it looks like Near Protocol might still get another low, which means that getting oversold right now is not really gonna matter, unfortunately. Now, there are some good news. We had a cross on the bull market support band here, and this is extremely bullish, and I can show you why. As you can see here, we had a cross on the bull market support band before the November pump. However, what people seem to forget is that after we had the cross on the bull market support band, that actually gave us a correction. And if you take a look at how much the price dropped during that time, let's say, the price was at like $4.91. In the next couple of weeks, and actually in the next 2 weeks, Near Protocol dropped about 28% before eventually going up, and it went up like 2.5x here. So yeah, maybe this is what we're doing right now. I mean, we had a cross right here, and back then when we had the cross, Near Protocol was at like $2.93, and right now we're down like 26%. So there's still a chance that we bounce, but I don't think we'll bounce right now. I think we'll still get another low right here, and then maybe we'll get some type of bounce. But yeah, like I told you, be careful because we already got below the 0.618 support level, the main support level. So yeah, if it does not hold right now, it could be bad news. Also, if you look at the RSI on the daily, we got below the moving average right here on the RSI yet again, which is not great because I think I talked about this in my previous video or not. So I'm not sure. However, we got, above it here, and maybe I told you that if we do not, find support right here at the moving average, and if we get below it again, that could lead to a much bigger correction. And there is even the chance that we, go lower on the price, and that makes us get to the oversold territory on the daily. And if we do, I mean, it's not going to be the best thing in the world, because I think, if we want to get to the oversold territory here, we would most likely have to drop even below this low. So that's not going to be good, but getting oversold on the daily is usually a good sign. So I'm not sure about what's gonna happen here, but hopefully we get some type of bounce because of the cross. But like I told you, it's actually pretty normal to get a correction after the cross, because that's exactly what happened in November. And you could say that it's exactly what happened here as well. Back in 2023, we had a cross when Near Protocol was at about $1.30, and it went down about 27%, just like in November and just like right now. So hopefully we're close to finding a bottom, and if we do find a bottom at some point, then the next target remains the exact same. It's the third wave of this first wave move to the upside. The target for that is the 1618 of the first wave, and that is at $35.62. I know that's, that sounds crazy right now, because from where we're at right now, it would be a 1,500% move to the upside. And I'm not saying that, it's not possible to do this. However, what I'm saying is that, during the altcoin season, altcoins usually go up a lot more than this. And honestly, $35 would be pretty disappointing in my opinion, especially when you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. It's currently at cycle highs again. We're almost at cycle highs again. And here in the previous cycle, of course, Near Protocol was not around during the previous cycle. However, this is when most people got into crypto, and not when, we were going up before this. And that's why nobody's talking about crypto right now. It's because Bitcoin dominance is not going down. And please not forget what happened over here. Back here, coins were going up like 100x, or at least 10x, at least in the bare minimum, because that's what happens when Bitcoin dominance drops. So right now, I think Bitcoin dominance is going to start dropping again, meaning that the 35 or whatever it was, $35, target is pretty, let's just say possible, just because of what happened in the past in the previous altcoin season. Here, I think Near Protocol was actually around for it. We went from like 50 cents all the way up to like $7 in like 3 months, or actually 4 months. So it's definitely possible to recover right now. And also, the correction that we have right now, or at least this 1-2 setup, looks exactly like we did over here, which leads me to believe that we're gonna have another, cycle high and even a new all-time high by the end of the cycle. But that's just my opinion, And also, I need to talk about the weekly chart as well. Here we're in a downtrend, and we have been in a downtrend for quite some time. Ever since the, bull market top right here. And what you need to know about this is that we are currently at the moving average on the weekly RSI, and if we close below it, it could be an extremely bad sign. So yeah, let's see if we, actually close above it or not. And if we do not, then we could always get another low. And like I told you, we could even drop to the 0.786 support level. But I don't really want to see the price drop below that, because, well, it would turn the structure bearish, like I said. So that's all I have about Near Protocol. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts, and if you want access to our daily Discord updates for only like $5 a month. Also, check out the third wave of the third wave merchandise. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.